Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple days. Actually, it's been quite some time since the last time I filmed and I feel a little nervous, but I'm gonna get right to it and I'm gonna just get it done because I don't know why I've been putting it off. But it is well into January and I wanted to very briefly talk about my December bookkeeping, some research I've done, and what I'm going to do when I file my taxes for 2019. So I registered my business in September of 2019. I think officially filed the papers September 22nd, 2019. And I started to accrue some kind of income in November, and I just wanted to share briefly my December earnings. And yeah, so I made a total income of $2,471.10, and that is made up of clients that were not on TaskRabbit and clients from TaskRabbit. And then for expenses, I broke them down so far as licensing, advertisement, tools. Advertisement would be like advertisement and marketing, anything to get leads, tools, automobile expenses. And as I go along, obviously there are numerous categories of expenses that you can have for a business, but I'm just gonna create them as I go. I don't wanna list something where I don't even have that expense yet. So I think I've added quite a few things for December that I didn't have in November, which consisted more so in the automobile expense category. As you know, I had to get 4 new tires, had to register my car. Actually, no, that was November. I had to get tires. I had to pay for my car insurance. I usually pay 6 months at a time so that I don't have to pay additional interest that you pay if you pay monthly. And then I also put my headlights, or the one headlight that I had to change, which was like not very expensive, but you know, I use my car for my business, so I put that in there. I had some tools that I purchased at Home Depot, and I made a $52 refund. And automobile expenses, so this is what I learned, because I've been kind of confused as to how much you can deduct as your business expense when it comes to mileage or actual auto transportation related expenses. And so there's 2 ways that you can deduct, but both ways you have to know at the beginning of the year what your mileage was, and then at the end of the year you have to figure out how many miles you drove for the business and how many total miles you drove for the whole year. And then you get a ratio, or like a percentage of what was used for business and what was out of the total amount used. So let's say if you drove, as an easy number, let's just say for the whole year you only drove 100 miles. And then for the business, you actually drove 90 of those miles. So that could be trips to Home Depot for the business. That could be driving to the client's house. That could be doing errands for your client. Whatever it is that was strictly for the business, like for the client and not personal use, like driving to the grocery store or anything like that. Let's say 90 of those 100 miles for that year was for the business. So that would mean the ratio of business expense to total expense would be 90%, or 90 to 10, or 9 to 10. And then so using that 90%, you could either multiply the actual miles you drove for the business, so the 90 times the mileage rate for that year that you're filing taxes for. So I think for 2019 it was 58 cents per mile that you could deduct from your as a big business expense. So that'll be 90 miles times 0.58. I'm not going to do the math right now. Or you could do the actual expense deduction, which is 90% of your actual expenses. So that could be for gas, the registration, your car insurance, all these things that I've been keeping track of so far. And then because 90% of total miles driven, the total use of your car was for the business, you can deduct 90% of the cost of those actual expenses. That is a route that I want to go through, just because I feel like it'll be more to do that way. But then when I was reading the examples as I was doing my research, it turns out to be way more to go the mileage expense deduction rather than doing the actual expense. So, I mean, I'm only filing taxes for the business for 2 months because I had no income, basically not really anything going on September, October. So I'm showing like net as the whole year though. I wonder what that looks like. I don't even know. My total net income for the whole year was $2,447.25. So I need to pay taxes on that. And as a S corporation, you start at minimum paying $800. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like I'm just so used to paying taxes, like a lot of taxes for like working for other people, that it's not really like whatever. It's been kind of an adjustment to know that whenever I get deposits through TaskRabbit or deposit from somebody after I do a job for them, that taxes has not been taken out. And I'm like, okay, I gotta remember that. Not I gotta remember, because it's always in my mind. I'm like, okay, that's not my whole thing. I need to give the government a cut of my freaking money, which is totally fine. I always think like my money's going towards something really, really great for fixing roads and helping people in need. I'm thinking about changing my business name, because how I filed my business name, which I'm not going to say on this channel, has my name in it, my first name, and it's just, I don't know what it is. I feel like it's so limiting because it just has my first name in it. I mean, it's not like it's just my first name, because that's not available, but it just doesn't feel like it's all encompassing of what I want to do with the business. And I think my you have to file your statement of purpose or something like that tax form, I think I kept it pretty general. So I just think I'm going to change it. And I looked up how to change your business, and I think if you have like bank accounts set up and like everything that you've already set up with that name, it's going to be very difficult. But as far as I understand, it's just putting new business name in that 2150 form or something, in the tax form, and then I think I might have to register it again. I'm not sure. I gotta look that up again. I have to, maybe I'll ask the registered agent to see if I can change the name and they'll still be my registered agent. But anyway, I think that's what I'm gonna do for 2020, or once I get all my W-2s, because I work for a few employers in 2019. Obviously my desk job was still at 2019 because I quit my job in June, and then I have quite a few people that I worked for very briefly, and then the last job working maintenance, and then I quit. So once I get all those W-2s, I'm gonna file my taxes, including this part for the S corporation, and I will let you know how it goes. Honestly, whenever it's something new that I've never done before, it always feels so daunting, but when I actually get down to doing it, it's a lot simpler and I learn a lot, and it just makes me feel smarter. So I am excited, and I'm gonna be very positive for what's to come for the business in 2020. But yeah, all in all, I'm learning a lot.
Honestly, like, I don't feel like someone that uses their one car for personal use and business use will keep that tedious of a tract for IRS purposes. Seems like impossible to me. But that's what the IRS is saying you have to do, so I feel like I should try it at least once now. while I'm not so crazy busy and while I don't have that many clients. Just to know the framework and understand it so I can practice better habits as I go forward with the business. But yeah, it just seems crazy to me. They have to keep track of all that.
But anyway, so this is where I'm gonna leave this portion of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I was gonna say for working.